Imagine a world of natural wonder, winter warmth, 365 days of tight-roping a ray of sunshine, an abandoned gold mine. Ghosts vs. Bros is back in Florida, so prepare your conscious mind to travel through time and take a dip in the abstract. Today we're exploring Harder Hall, a massive Spanish colonial revival-style structure erected in the 20s as a hotel and club, say that 10 times fast, which eventually crumbled right after the Great Depression, during which it barely limped alive. This building has seen its share of different clubs come and go, and a few times barely escaped demolition before being added to the National Register of Historic Places. Now it sits overlooking the beautiful Little Lake Jackson, holding within its legends of extreme paranormal activity. Alright, I've got to be honest with you guys. This place has its fair share of ghost stories. I mean, I had heard it was haunted before I went, but I paid no attention to that. Truth be told, I don't believe in ghosts. At least, that's what I told myself before I entered into the corridors of Harder Hall. Now, I'm not so sure. Now, if you're expecting me to describe how I lived my own personal poltergeist too,
You're gonna die in there! All of you! You are gonna die!
well, you're wrong. I didn't see any paranormal activity or experience anything that I could 100% say was paranormal intervention. I can say there were things that happened to me that I still cannot fully explain. Things that, as I think about now, give me a strange feeling. The kind that seem to come from some unknown place. As for my experiences, well, you'll see as the exploration continues. Harder House, baby. By the time Harder Hall was closed down and acquired by the city in which it's located, workers were hired to remove all of the furniture out of the building. That's why throughout the tour you'll notice that there's virtually no furniture to be found. When the movers got to the 6th floor of the central tower, they reported being confronted by 2 elderly women who insisted they not touch their furniture. The movers reported the incident and gave visual description to a city worker supervising the job. This city worker, who had frequented Harder Hall in her earlier days, said she recognized their description as the Spooner sisters. They were New York residents who wintered there annually and had died several years earlier.
Dark stairs.
Now that I think about it, the fact that these workers had this paranormal experience on the 6th floor is starting to make some sense. As I progressed higher and higher up the floors, my strange experiences got more and more strange, and the feelings more and more unsettling. I didn't notice this pattern before, but all of the paranormal reports I read occurred at higher floors of Harder Hall.
Guess we should go up these stairs.
Now, as soon as I set foot on the stairs to go up to the 2nd floor, the energy around me drastically changed. You could probably see it on my face. I was really confident coming up until this point, and the feeling is hard to describe, but I began to feel like something was right behind me, staring into the back of my skull. This feeling only got worse as we went higher and higher.
Did you hear that? Come here. I just heard a door creak like. And then a little gunk. Look at these vintage chairs. I landed right under my foot. As soon as I stood up. Well, we have to go up the door that made that sick creaking noise. It's very exposed here. Yeah, it's a deck. We can get up here a different way. So I feel like the next floor up is going to be a lot different because you can't see up into it. So obviously it's gonna be flat on top. No idea what we're about to see. It's getting dark up here too.
Shit, it's like the elevator. You get the
There's something to be said about these dark stairwells. Remember the first one we looked into but didn't go up? I got a feeling from that stairwell, a feeling like that feeling something is behind you, except that time it was right in front of me. This time I looked into the darkness of the stairwell and felt a cold chill on my nose that extended to my hairline, a feeling unlike anything I've felt before, and I started to get very uncomfortable.
Oh.
Oh
Not gonna lie. Getting some weird vibes here.
Nevertheless, I was focused on my mission to get to the top. Besides, ghosts, specters, phantoms, they aren't real.
So you want to take this stairwell?
No flashlight. No flashlight.
So I hear that scraping. This seems like a good idea.
So here's where it hit a crescendo for me. As I walked up the stairs, that cold feeling came back, except this time it was engulfing my entire head. And as I went to feel my own skin, I got a sinking feeling and became dizzy. At the same time, my GoPro cut out, giving its beeps that signal it has stopped recording, leaving us with this as the last frame. I was so confused, I rushed Adam up the stairs and told him what was happening. He wasn't experiencing anything out of the ordinary. I took a breather by a window for a few minutes and collected myself before continuing on. What could have caused this? I ran through a million scenarios in my mind. Cold draft, lack of light, asbestos. I wish I had an explanation, but it was insane.
Holy shit. Believe this.
What's behind lucky door number 1? Ooh. Wonder if they protected their investment. It's really interesting how close to the lake this place is. It's really adding to its character.
It's a nice view.
What's up there? Nothing?
It's just like an attic. There's nothing really up there.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, you can check it out. There's nothing special.
It's amazing.
Did you get that up in there?
Oh no, I didn't. I wonder what they use this to power. They know we're here. They beeped at us. We didn't go over there. See that little castle room right there?
Yeah.
Really want to check that out. Let's go get it. Try to get out of here without anybody noticing me.
You got nothing? Okay, I actually can't see going on.
Of course, there are more ghost stories here, like the time construction workers reported seeing an elderly man of about 5'8" with slicked back white hair wearing a sky blue suit walking around the hallways, always slumped over. This description matches Frank Linford, a former CEO of the resort. Or the time an electrician saw the same apparition in a blue suit roaming the halls. He thought he was a lost visitor, but when he tried to help him, Frank Linford vanished into thin air.
And Adam goes missing again.
Always leaving me alone in haunted mansions.
He's just like Freddy from Scooby-Doo. Damn you, Freddy.
So, Is Harder Hall actually haunted? Or is it all of the asbestos getting to our brains? Are ghosts real? Is it our minds playing tricks on us? I used to know the answer. Now, I wonder.